Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today is the 1 month update on the comparison between these guys and Quartz Light, which you see behind, and then the mystery product, which I will reveal later. But excuse me. First, let's talk about what's gone on over the month. Obviously, we had the misstart with the Meguiars, with the application not being quite ideal or, specific to what it requires. So 1 week in, we rebooted the Meguiars section, resectioned it off, repolished, reapplied, and we saw some uplift in the performance. Excuse me. A week after that was reset, Jimbo's went down, and I don't know if something happened when I was resetting the Meguiars. I was very careful. The other sections were not affected, but it fell off. So 2 weeks ago, I reset it. So halfway through the month, it was same process because it was performing at first. So I didn't do anything different. I did it on a Friday. I let the car sit in the garage all weekend long and then reset it. And if I haven't already, you'll be seeing the refreshed Jimbos. All of these after 2 weeks and a wash. Sorry, this is... Oh, I can't remember. I think it's 3 weeks in. Or it's just... No, it's just a rinse. No wash. It was just a rinse the Monday after the weekend that this was reset. So everything this was over a week on the hood, and then, yeah, no wash. But so from that point, nothing was washed until this beginning of this past week, which was the 1 month mark. And I'm not going to ramble on too much here because the video speaks for itself. But to remember, this guy has been on since the beginning. It is 1 month old. This is 3 weeks old, and this is 2 weeks old in the video you're about to see. And, yeah, let's just get to it. So, as you can see, Jimbo's is gone again, and the Meguiars is taking a decent sized step back. I did wash it and with 3D soap, same soap I always use. And after doing the first rinse that you see there, I did dry it. I did a wet wipe with microfiber and wrung it out and got it panel dry, and then wiped it again. Worth noting is the temperature was a little cool that morning. I think it was around 6 or 7 degrees, so it wasn't exactly warm. I was using warm wash water, but that's about it. So obviously on a hotter day, water moves a little bit faster. Worth noting, worth paying attention to when you're watching videos like this. But overall, a little bit faster is still really dead for Jimbo's. And I don't know what's going wrong. I've polished it. I'm using a store-bought panel wipe, not homebrew, so it's a proper concentration. The polish I'm using is not a super oily one that leaves behind a lot of shmoo. It's working at the beginning, and then it dies after 2 weeks. The pollen just started coming into town this past week, so obviously that doesn't help. But again, 3 sections are doing okay. I mean, Rapid is a little bit worse than the other 2, but it's not dead. It's better than these guys, and it was a breeze to apply. I honestly I don't have any issues with it. Like, yeah, if it only lasts 2 months, it's not the greatest, but it's not crazy expensive. Like, it was about 10 times cheaper than this for me, so I don't have any issues with that. But yeah, I'm really questioning what's going on. The only thing I've seen was on my invoice in my email when I bought this, is it said Jimbo's hardest shell in brackets old, and I don't know what that old means. Does that mean that there was a reformulation? I know he rechanged the name to toughest shell, so I mean, hardest shell old, hardest shell new is toughest shell, or is it just hardest shell, toughest shell? I don't know. Jimbo, what does that mean? If that means I have an old batch or a defective batch or a trial and error batch, then that kind of sucks. That's kind of shady. But again, I don't know what that means. I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to start pointing fingers and accusing. But I probably will be reaching back out to them and saying I'm not really satisfied with the performance. So, because I want to give things a fair shake, and if I'm doing something wrong, I'd like to know. But the ceramic coating right next to it is doing just fine. So I don't think my prep is wrong. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not going to change the hood at the moment. I'm going to let it keep going. But yeah, I don't know how much longer we're going to get out of the Meguiars. Clearly that one's got I'm not getting the application quite right. I'm going to wait until it warms up a bit, and then I will try it again when I can get better panel temps and better ambient temps, because it's hard with just using a heater. But for the mystery product, what is this? Oh, wrong piece of paper. The mystery product is the new finish graphene. The reason why I threw this in the test is that I ran this on my test against the Detail Geek graphene spray, and after about 6 months of time, this one was still working and reasonably well, and I was like, huh, this actually lasts pretty good. It's not nice to use, it's not nice to feel, but it lasts. And it's really hydrophobic, and as you've seen in the footage, it's going toe-to-toe, only a month in, but toe-to-toe with Quartz Light. So, if you just care about protection and you don't care about touching your paint all the time, and you've got Popeye forearms, not a bad go. Going around this with a wet cloth after the fact actually makes it a little bit easier to knock down high spots and just get it off the paint. And there's some pretty specific instructions about you gotta really work it in. It's definitely better in an applicator for this one. But I was really impressed with it. So yeah, that's our mystery competitor. So you've got the 5 now with quartz light in the back. And yeah, we'll see how long this goes. I mean, it might just end up being a battle between new finish and quartz light, but whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching. We've got lots more coming up. So stick around. I know I've been off for a few weeks here, but sickness and a lot of stuff going on. I just haven't had time. But there's more coming in the next few weeks. A lot of neat stuff with this car I have for a month with the world's worst paint, which I will put a picture up right now, or if I haven't already. So yeah. So thank you for watching again, and we'll see you in the next one.